He went from $7 in his pocket to becoming a global icon. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson isn't just a movie star or a wrestling legend, he's a billion-dollar brand. With booming businesses, blockbuster hits, and an unmatched work ethic, The Rock is one of the highest-paid entertainers on the planet. In today's deep dive, we're breaking down The Rock's billionaire lifestyle, from his rise in WWE to Hollywood domination, tequila empires, fitness obsessions, real estate, and global influence. Born on May 2, 1972 in Hayward, California, Dwayne Douglas Johnson was destined to follow a path paved with grit, legacy, and charisma. Known to millions around the world by his electrifying ring name, The Rock, Johnson is a rare force who conquered not just one industry, but three: sports, wrestling, and Hollywood. From the locker room to the ring, Johnson first made his mark as a football player. Armed with sheer size and athleticism, he earned a scholarship to the University of Miami, where he played defensive tackle for the Hurricanes and was part of the 1991 National Championship team. But the NFL dream never came to fruition. He went undrafted in 1995, and a brief stint with the Calgary Stampeders of the CFL ended with him being cut. With just $7 in his pocket, Johnson turned toward a different legacy, one passed down from his father and grandfather: professional wrestling. In 1996, with the help of his father, Rocky Johnson, Dwayne signed with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, later rebranded as WWE. Initially introduced as Rocky Maivia, a clean-cut babyface, fans were slow to embrace him. But Johnson adapted, evolved, and The Rock was born. As he did in high school, Johnson continued to play defensive tackle at the University of Miami, where he was a member of the Miami Hurricanes' 1991 team, which won that year's national championship. Despite playing 4 years there, however, Johnson found himself behind elite players on the depth chart, including future NFL star and Pro Football Hall of Fame inductee Warren Sapp, and appeared mostly in backup roles. In his time at Miami, Johnson played in 39 games with 1 start. He recorded 4.5 sacks and 77 tackles. In 1995, Johnson graduated with a Bachelor of General Studies and a dual major in criminology and physiology. He was also one of the university's most prolific student speakers in the Miami area community, frequently delivering positive messages about his own struggles and encouraging students to remain in school and avoid the dangers of drug use. After being cut by Calgary, Johnson began his professional wrestling career the next year, in 1996. Veteran wrestler Pat Patterson secured several tryout matches for Johnson with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1996. Wrestling at first under his real name, Johnson made his WWF debut as Rocky Maivia, a combination of his father and grandfather's ring names, although announcers acknowledged his real name. He was initially reluctant to take this ring name, but was persuaded by Vince McMahon and Jim Ross. He was given the nickname the Blue Chipper, and to play up his lineage, he was hyped as the WWF's first third-generation wrestler. A clean-cut face character, Maivia was pushed heavily from the start despite his wrestling inexperience. He debuted on Monday Night Raw as a member of Mark Merrow's entourage on November 4, 1996. His first match came at Survivor Series on November 17th in an 8-man elimination tag match. He was the sole survivor and eliminated the final 2 members of the opposing team, Crush and Goldust. On February 13, 1997, he won the Intercontinental Championship from Hunter Hearst Helmsley on a Thursday edition of Monday Night Raw. NCE, a struggling athlete with just $7 to his name after a failed football stint in Canada, he rose to become one of the world's highest-paid and most recognizable actors. According to Forbes, he has earned around $130 million annually at his peak, surpassing legends like Brad Pitt and Robert Downey Jr., thanks to blockbuster roles, producer credits, brand endorsements, and business ventures. Through his production company, 7 Bucks Productions, named to remind him of his humble beginnings, Johnson has starred in box office giants like Jumanji, Jungle Cruise, Baywatch, and Shazam. His net worth now exceeds $320 million, and he's invested heavily in luxury real estate, including a $9.5 million 46-acre ranch in Georgia, and numerous other properties across Florida, Virginia, California, and even London. Known for his love of fitness and outdoor life, many of his homes are equipped with personal gyms, horse stables, pools, and even guest houses for his team. When it comes to cars, The Rock's garage is as impressive as his filmography, featuring everything from a classic 1971 Chevy Chevelle and Ford F-150 to exotic machines like a Pagani Huayra worth over $1.3 million, a Ferrari LaFerrari, Lamborghini Huracan, Rolls-Royce Wraith, and more. With over $100 million reportedly invested in real estate alone, a private Gulfstream G650 jet for fast travel, and ongoing roles in major productions, Dwayne Johnson is not just a movie star, he's a business powerhouse and a global brand who continues to inspire millions with his journey from grit to greatness. The Rock's rise to championship status reached a major turning point when he entered the Deadly Game tournament for the vacant WWF title, ultimately securing his first championship win at Survivor Series on November 15th by defeating Mankind. In a shocking twist, he aligned himself with Vince and Shane McMahon, betraying fans and joining the corporation as its star player. This marked a significant heel turn, particularly as the McMahons turned their backs on Mankind. The rivalry continued at Rock Bottom, In Your House, where The Rock controversially retained his title despite appearing to lose via submission. Mankind eventually got revenge by winning the championship on Raw is War on January 4, 1999, after interference by Stone Cold Steve Austin. However, The Rock reclaimed the belt later that month at Royal Rumble in a brutal I Quit match, infamous for its excessive chair shots and a fake audio recording that tricked the audience into thinking Mankind had submitted. Their feud intensified with an empty arena match during Sunday Night Heat, where Mankind pinned The Rock using a forklift after a wild backstage brawl. A rematch at St. Valentine's Day Massacre ended in a draw, allowing Mankind to hold onto the belt. But their war finally concluded when The Rock won a ladder match on Raw the next night, aided by the debuting Big Show. His reign didn't last long though, as he dropped the title to Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 15, ending one of the most intense rivalries of the Attitude Era. The Rock has been listed as one of the all-time greatest professional wrestlers, as well as one of the top draws in wrestling history. Many have placed The Rock on their Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling, including Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and John Cena. In Cablevision's Television Beyond Broadcasting, The Rock was described as, for a long time, the WWE's biggest star and probably held the greatest international appeal. R.D. Reynolds stated in his book The WrestleCrap Book of Lists that The Rock was the biggest star for WWE from 1999 until 2004. The Rock's I Quit match with Mankind at the 1999 Royal Rumble event is infamous for its brutality and one of the most popular I Quit match of all times. Transitioning to Hollywood, Johnson faced early doubts, but soon shattered records. With films like Jumanji, Moana, and the Fast and Furious franchise, he became one of the highest-grossing actors of all time. He earns up to $20 to $25 million per film, plus back-end deals that make him one of the most bankable stars on Earth. In 2020, Johnson launched Teremana Tequila, which quickly became a liquor industry phenomenon. With strong branding and direct-to-consumer strategy, Teremana is valued at over $3.5 billion in 2025. The Rock remains the face of the brand, keeping it authentic, community-driven, and wildly successful. No billionaire works harder in the gym. Johnson built a custom mobile gym, the Iron Paradise, that travels with him to film sets. He trains 6 days a week, sometimes twice a day. His brand isn't just about muscle. It's about discipline, motivation, and mindset. Millions follow his fitness journey on social media. Dwayne owns multiple luxury properties, a 27-acre Beverly Hills estate, a Hawaiian retreat, and a 46-acre ranch in Georgia. Each home reflects his lifestyle, privacy, family, and nature. His real estate investments exceed $100 million, contributing to his overall billionaire status. Johnson drives everything from a custom Ford F-150 to a 1.5 Emir Pagani Huayra. He travels the world in a private Gulfstream G650, customized for comfort and business. He's got a car collection worth over $4 million. But most impressive is how everything he owns is a tool for hustle and legacy. Behind the spotlight, Dwayne is a family-first guy. He's married to Lauren Hashian and has 3 daughters. He shares parenting moments, family rituals, and gratitude messages that show a softer side to the powerhouse. He often says, "Being a father is the greatest job I'll ever have." In 2025, Dwayne Johnson's estimated net worth is over $1.1 billion. Fueled by movies, Teremana, Under Armour, Project Rock, Zoa Energy, $7 Productions, and real estate. He's not just endorsing, he owns and builds. His empire runs on ownership, brand building, and relentless consistency. From wrestling rings to billion-dollar boardrooms, Dwayne Johnson proves it's not where you start, it's how hard you work. If this inspired you, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more epic lifestyle breakdowns. And remember, success isn't just about money, it's about mindset, heart, and hustle.